The 9.1 update of Dead by Daily is getting ready to go live, so let's dive into what's coming to DbD. Starting off with survivor items. DbD is introducing a brand new item called the Fog Vial. It's basically like a smoke bomb for survivors. Survivors can use the Fog Vial, which creates a fog cloud around the survivor. Scratch marks do not spawn within the fog, audio is muffled, and aura reading is blocked by the fog. The vial can be recharged once per trial. Based on the dev notes, it could potentially be used more than twice since they specifically say they don't want survivors to be so precious with the vial, but that will most likely be tied to add-ons. I'm kind of excited to see how this will play out. Having used it in the PTB, it was really fun to use and overall did feel like a very balanced item. I think it's amazing the developers are bringing new items into the game, and as someone who loves to try and lose killers instead of prolonging the chase, this definitely has some synergy with my playstyle. And with the game normally leaning heavy into the survivor chase meta, I'm grateful to see something that doesn't directly play into that. In addition to new items, developers have also reworked existing items, keys, and maps. For both of these items, they've updated the term charges to refer to the number of uses instead of the time used. So if you use your map, that is a single charge, versus the map slowly losing value in its bar while you hold it open. The other changes that came to maps are they reveal auras of pallets and other vault points for a limited time, and they now have an action button to set a beacon that's visible only to survivors. There isn't any detail on add-ons and how those have been changed, but I'm hoping that this will still include killer items, which usually means generators, hooks, and the exit gates. But honestly, this update feels so lackluster. The dev notes specifically call out maps as being an underused item, and I don't know that these changes do anything to make them worth using, even for beginner players. Currently, maps track generators if you're using the original map, which for beginner players is probably more important than vault points because that's the primary objective. If they're hoping seeing pallets and vault points is going to entice players to use this, then they need to nuke windows of opportunity. That perk gives you all that value, it's permanent, and you have the ability to bring another item with you like a flashlight or a medkit. Keys also got a pretty poor update, which for an item the devs already killed off is saying something. Keys will now allow you to unlock a chest and you're guaranteed a rare item or better. That chest will have its aura revealed to other survivors who will be able to rummage it without a key or perks. It seems like they've added a default survivor aura reading to keys. The aura reading is for a limited time, and this is the same problem as the maps. It's the same problem that's existed since they nerfed keys. Limited aura reading is not valuable when you have how many perks that give it to you more frequently, sometimes even permanently. If I care to know where my teammates are, why would I not run Bond and then use an item that gets me more value? How many players are actually going through chests, let alone needing a speed boost to that action? It's like the developers don't understand that they killed keys when they nerfed the hatch into the ground. It's not worth bringing an item that does what perks do but worse, and then what it does do that's unique, you have to wait for your team to die to even make an attempt at it, which is opening the hatch. Keys are just not good, and until they revert the hatch changes, they're never going to be good. The rest of the developer update was pretty meh. There were some quality of life changes that came to the PTB, including having 7 character presets instead of 3, and giving the ability to name the presets. Honestly, it just kind of made the HUD more confusing, but I know that's something that you just adjust to as you get used to it. Consoles will be getting mouse and keyboard support, and to note, this does not mean consoles will be included in the PTB. This is a platform issue. For those unaware, Steam supports the ability to allow players to access a quote-unquote unstable version, whereas consoles have to go through testing before allowing a different version onto their platforms, and this is why we'll likely never see a console player in the PTB. And then custom matches got hotkeys, so it's easier to switch POVs. Now, 4 killers got updates. According to the devs, these were all supposed to be buffs. If you ask the player base, Knight, Pyramid, and Clown have apparently been crippled. Pig, however, did get a decent buff. I haven't played these killers enough to really say, but this is the current sentiment among the player base. And the devs are trying to give a slight boost to low pick perks across Survivor and Killer. Again, we're gonna see how well this actually plays out. It seems like the developers are trying to encourage a different meta to Dead by Daylight so they don't have an issue like they did with the Dead Hard meta where they basically have to kill off perks to get people to play different things, but we'll see how successful this is or it isn't. These are the changes coming to the 9.1 update. Is there anything you're excited to see? Is there something that the devs missed out on? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe so I can bring you more Dead by Daylight content.